Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for watching. It really means so much to me. And I'm just quickly going to talk about Foundation Friday really quick because I know that a lot of times newer people are watching these. So basically, if I take it all the way back to like my second time I filmed this, a comment came across that was saying that like I was stealing this from a girl named Taylor at the Taylor, and I had no idea that she even existed when I started this. So we just had a great similar idea. She obviously started it years before I did. I just had never seen it. Anyway, ever since then though, I am a huge fan of Taylor. I watch every single one of her videos. Her vlogs like are my favorite types of videos that she does, and she lives like super close to me. I live in Portland and she lives in Seattle, so we're like 3 hours away, which just seems super cool. Anyway, I am obsessed with her, and her Foundation Fridays are amazing as well. She has so many more than me, so if you guys want another like opinion or another review on a foundation, she most likely has already done all the ones that I have as well. So definitely check her channel out. I always leave it in the description box of my Foundation Fridays. I just like to clear the air about that because I still want to call mine Foundation Fridays, and I don't want it to seem like I'm stealing her idea because I totally am not. But I still obviously want to give her credit since she did technically do it before me. Anyway, so on Foundation Fridays, I just basically show you guys the foundation, tell you guys about like what it claims and what it's supposed to do, and then I wear it all day long and show you guys some check-ins. Yeah, we're just gonna start with this video, and I'm going to talk about what this foundation is supposed to do, and then I'm gonna put it on my face, and you guys will see it, and all that. So let's just go ahead and get started. So today's foundation is the new Cover FX Power Play foundation. I actually work at Ulta, and so we just got it in stock, and I was like, okay, I need to buy that and make a video on it, obviously. So they also came out with a concealer, but I just had the foundation, so. It is $44 on the Ulta website. I'm assuming that's probably how much it is everywhere. It comes in 40 colors, so you have 40 different shades to choose from. I found one that I feel like matches me quite perfectly. It's a tiny bit too dark, but I like to go more dark than more light because then it will still work in the summer. And with concealer and all that, I can make it work like during the winter and all that kind of stuff. So it says, available in 40 diverse shades, Cover FX Power Play Foundation has buildable medium to full coverage with a modern matte finish. Loaded with a trio of ultra fine powders that control shine and visibly blur imperfections. It stays on skin all day without dulling or drying complexion. Benefits sweatproof, waterproof, transfer proof, all day wear. And it's base, okay, there's a lot. Okay, and then it tells you like how to find your shade. I'll put a screenshot of that right here. I probably already did, but I'm ahead of myself. That sounds great. I love when it has like I've never actually seen like the term modern matte finish. Usually they say like demi matte. I'm assuming it's similar to that. I don't actually really know, but it probably just means like not fully matte where it's like drying, but it like sets itself. So I prefer those kinds of foundation when they set themselves. Anyway, so this is my little box of it. I'm in the shade N20. This is what it looks like, and it is really cool actually to me. It comes in a tube, so it's like a dropper. It doesn't come out though until you squeeze it, so if it's holding upside down, it's not gonna drip out. I find that this is very, very travel friendly though, and it locks on the cap, so it's like, it's not just gonna come off at any time. So you're set in stone with this guy, and it's super easy to travel with. And since it's not glass, it's not gonna break or anything. So it has 1.18 fluid ounces, which is a tiny bit more than regular foundations. The standard is like 1 ounce. So that's actually really nice. You get a little bit extra in this guy. And it's made in Italy, if anybody cares about that. I've never like talked about that, but it says made in Italy on the bottom. So cool. Am I still getting anything? I want to do a flash test really quickly before you guys see this, like me putting it on and all that stuff. So let's do that really quickly. Flash. Oh, that looks really good. It looks phenomenal in flash. And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys what else is on my face. Okay, sorry, I'm like kind of hyper today, guys. I have a lot to do today, and I'm like trying to get this done, so I'm just kind of like crazy. I wanted to share with you guys what was on the rest of my face really quick, because I decided that like when Taylor posts these videos, she always does that too, and I find that so helpful because then you know like what products are working well with it or which ones don't. So I feel like I need to start incorporating that. So thank you, Taylor, for giving me that idea. So I have the Hourglass Mineral Veil, oh no, not Mineral Veil, the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and I use this just underneath my eyes and on my eyelids, and then I use the Lancome Dual Finish Powder on the rest of my face to set my face. For bronzer, I'm just using my Fitchens Formula Butter Bronzer. It's literally like gone, so I'm trying to like use it up so I can, you know, move on to something else. And then I have my Pretty Vulgar blush in the shade Hush Blush. Make them blush? Make them blush, Hush Blush. Sure. And then for highlight, I've never actually tried this, but I think I got it in a BoxyCharm like a year ago or so, but this is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Conceited, and it's just a loose, I'm not going to open it because it's like a loose highlighting glowy thing. Anyway, it looks real nice, so I'm happy about that. Then I have, I use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, the original, on my eyes. I just did like a couple of the shades and then this like highlight shade on my lid. And then I use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian on the inner corner and my brow bone. I use all three. I use the pomade, then the double dual powder, and then the clear brow gel, all by Anastasia for my brows, all in the shade Taupe and then clear. And then for my lips, I have this that I also got in a BoxyCharm. It's the Bodyography Heatherberry Lip Pencil. I outline my lips with that, and then I use the Lorac Alter Ego Lipstick in Beach Babe. And I think that's it. Oh, my lashes are Allure, the Jasmine Brown collab, I think in Curly Queen, I believe. They're the ones that like are all sparsed out like this, so it'd be easy to find. She only has like 3. Alrighty, and I think that's everything. So I'm going to now, I'm gonna go back to like, oh, other thing. I forgot to tell you guys what time it was when I started doing makeup, and it was like 10 o'clock. It's 11:40 right now, but it was like 10 o'clock when I started, and I've been watching The Office, and it's just taking a long time because I can. So yeah, but that's when I started. So okay, I'm just gonna put it on my face. If you've been watching my most recent ones, I don't wear foundation, or I don't wear primer anymore, so I'm just going to go in with my Beauty Blender and the foundation. I just have my face moisturized, and I'm trying out a new face cleanser and a moisturizer, and so far, like, really good. Like, they are amazing, so I'm really excited to, like, hopefully talk about those soon if they actually, you know, are great. But I've only been trying them for, like, 5 days, so I want to get a little bit more time. And so I'm just going to put it on my Beauty Blender. Guys, I never really like foundations with brushes, like pretty much ever. It just does not blend into my skin. Like foundation sticks, yes, but like actual foundations, basically never. So I rarely will do a brush on my channel just because I know it's kind of a waste of time and I know I won't like it. So that's why I don't use the brush. I also use quite a bit. With squeezy tubes, it's kind of hard to like imagine how much you're using because you can't like say, oh, I just do like 2 pumps. It's like, I do probably like 2 pea sizes, maybe a little more. It does oxidize on my face a tiny bit, so I just bring it down to my neck. We are all blended on, so I'm just going to try and get close here so you guys can kind of see. I'm going to block a little bit of the light. As you can see, obviously on my chin, this stuff is still coming through like 100%, but then again, my skin is awful right now. My chin, obviously my cheek and my like forehead look fine, but my chin just decided to like purge and I don't know what's going on. So my cheek obviously looks pretty good. You can still see freckles coming through. I have a little tiny like red mark there, so that's coming through a little bit. And then again, like freckles and stuff. So obviously, I don't think that it is full coverage because it's not covering like everything. We can let's put a little bit more and see how much more coverage we can get since it says buildable. So I'm gonna do like 1 pea size this time, and we'll see. I'm gonna focus it the lower half of my face. I would say that actually did help a little bit. So I agree with the buildable part that it's claiming. It does look decent now. Like, it looks a lot better. It covered just a little bit more. Obviously, the texture is not gonna be able to go away, but the redness, I think, is lowered a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. So with that, I'm just going to go off camera, finish my face, and I'll be back to do check-ins for the rest of the day. So, alright guys, this is my first check-in. So, I'm gonna get real close and personal, or try to at least. This is what it's looking like with all the products on top. Obviously in the beginning I mentioned what else I had on my skin. I kind of feel like it would make more sense for me to do that at this point of the video. Oh. That would make more sense. So I think my next time I film this, I'm gonna put all the things I use on my face at this part of the video, not in the intro, because that doesn't really make sense. Oh well. Okay, so everything else I have on my skin, though, it is working with it beautifully. It looks flawless right now. Yes, of course, I have the acne on my chin that I mentioned earlier, and it's, like, frustrating, but honestly, it's, like, it is what it is. Like, life goes on. So I'm not gonna, like, stress about it, and it looks really good with all this makeup on. Like, it's not a huge deal whatsoever. Life could be much worse. So, so far, I freaking love this. I forgot to mention that I have worn this for the last week, so I do have my thoughts on it pretty much wrapped up. I've tried it with different products, and the first couple days I absolutely hated it, but then I figured out a way to make it work, which is basically, like I said, using more of it. So using, like, I think what would be the equivalent of like three pumps if it was in a pump, and then these powders work the best on it. And I'm going to predict the future, try to. The only place that it has really like let me down is right in the crease of my nose. It starts to break up like no other. So I'm hoping today that maybe it'll, you know, prove me wrong. I did powder it extra today and, like, you know, press it in so that hopefully it doesn't do that, because I would like to make this work. I really like how it looks on the rest of my face. I just hate how it looks around my nose. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna put it to the test and make sure that you guys aren't gonna get something that you don't like. Alrighty, and I'm gonna shut up now. So I will see you guys in a couple hours, and that's about it. See you guys later. Alrighty guys, I'm back for my first check-in. It is 4:26, so basically 4:30. It's been like 5 hours? I don't know. My bun is not in, doesn't matter. I got a tattoo. Kachiga. And let's look at what we guys actually are watching this video for. Guys, it looks really good right now. Here, I'm gonna try and make this focus. Oh, I don't think I changed it. God damn. I think it looks really good so far. I do find that I have a tiny bit of creasing in my smile line, like more than I get with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. But it's nothing like that makes me look like I'm, you know, 80 or anything, so that's not a big deal. And then around my nose, it's, like I said earlier, it's already starting to kind of crease and crack up, but right now it's like not anything that bothers me really, but I can see that it's starting, so it might soon or later. Otherwise, like my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin all look fabulous still, as you guys can hopefully see. I'm gonna try and like take the light down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit truer to color. Obviously my texture of the zits is not fab, but you know, it is what it is. So that is what we're looking like so far. I'll do another check-in before I go to bed, so yay for that, and I will see you guys in my next check-in. Alright guys, we are at the end of the day. It is 8:52. It's actually not that late, but I want to go to bed. I really don't think you guys are going to be able to tell what I'm... oh, you can kind of see. Okay, so see around my nose how it's like cracking up and just like goopy looking and all gross? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I don't like about it, but that's pretty much the only thing. I mean, it kind of gives me more smile lines than other foundations do, but really, by other foundations, I mean Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like, unfortunately, that's like the only foundation that really just stays looking perfect everywhere on my face all day long. I'll show you here. You can see the creasing in my smile line there. That's just because I smile a lot and talk a lot, but, you know, honestly, it's a good foundation. It does wear well. It has a tiny bit of, like, sad things, but obviously everywhere else it looks great, and you really have to, like, focus on those areas for it, you know, for you to notice. So, and I'm gonna go to bed. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.